and their victims together for a form of healing justice. Moreover, this individual has brought much spiritual activity to our community as he has served on the board of Interfaith Path to Peace and is a leader of the board of Thomas Merton Institute. Forgive me for a second. This is Lee Thomas, who I mentioned a moment ago, who is with Universal Woods, and it's the company that pioneered the UNISUP process. And we want to thank him not only for pioneering the process, but also for generously making available the materials for this photograph tonight. Back to our presentation. Most recently, this distinguished citizen has taken the lead in efforts to gain recognition for Louisville as one of the world's most compassionate cities, and is working just as hard to ensure that the city and its residents live up to that recognition. But one thing that he's done, almost without recognition, illustrates the kind of person he is. On a visit to the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. a few years ago, he tried to find a plaque or a sign marking the spot from which the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his eloquent "I Have a Dream" speech in 1963. There was no such sign. So the man we honor tonight took it upon himself to make sure that a plaque was installed at that spot. And he experienced the joy of being in the company of Coretta Scott King and a number of civil rights leaders when that plaque was finally installed. The man we honor tonight has done much, is doing much to ensure that our city is a compassionate city, a city devoted to restorative justice, a city whose citizens embrace a contemplative way of life, a city that many of us believe is the spiritual heart of America. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our 2011 Richard Hunt Smith Peacemaker of the Year, Tom M. Williams.
You know, I usually have something real pithy to say, or at least I think it's real pithy. I don't under this circumstance. I'm just so honored to be part of the city. And Terry and Don Vish, who we sat with, kind of were there when all of this got started for me back in 2007. And I've just been following their lead and been so grateful to meet so many people like you here and to be part of this great community. And I don't know much else to say other than thank you.